It's the Soul Fantasy Show, live for April 2nd, 2020, going over top picks, plays, and studs for DraftKings and FANDUEL. Now, if you already haven't, please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. So, we're going over this, and as of right now, FanDuel now has an early Sim Sports spot at 3 p.m. Eastern Time and a Sim Sports 7 p.m. 6-game slate. So, now we'll have to go over lineups for the 3 p.m. spot and the 7 p.m. spot. So, here are some of the top guys for the 3 p.m. spot. We got Dylan Brooks, Marc Gasol, OG, Gordon, Ja Morant, Brandon Clark, Bruce Brown Jr., PJ Tucker, 22% chance. House, he has a 16% chance. All right, then it goes down. We have Kyle Lowry, D'Angelo Russell. They're both about almost 8K. Then you go down to Jonas. I can't, it's so hard to just look at these projections. I mean, it's like more like a guessing game. I mean, look how low Blake Griffin is. He's playing. He's in. It says it's away. It says they have the pace here. Total pace 199. He's healthy, but he's only 5,300. That's Blake Griffin, who's usually very expensive. They seem to have, he has no chance to get 45 fantasy points plus. That's Blake Griffin, so, I mean, you're going to have to be careful who you play. Just because you see Blake Griffin, the computer must be analyzing injury, and I don't know. I don't know why he's 5'3". That's kind of strange. All right, and you also have, you have Harden, as usual. He has a 35% chance to get 60-plus fantasy points. So, I kind of like putting a stud in, like Harden, and then, doing a balancing act around it. So that's the early games. Then you got 7 p.m. games. This is all for FanDuel so far. You got some of the same guys that are in there. You got the Bulls guys who have he has a 3% chance to get 60 fantasy points. And he's only 4,800 yet. Blake Griffin had a 0% chance. And he's much more supposedly skilled and more higher priced than Thomas Satoransky. So, I mean, this is a computer you're dealing with. They're not human beings. So, I'd rather just get lineups for you. And real quick, we will go over the DraftKings, really top guys real quick. LeBron James, he's priced up to the max almost because he has a 26% chance. He's getting at least 50 to, I would say, here it's saying 70, 69, 91. He could get you 100 fantasy points. LeBron James could. He's 12-2. Now, it's only a 3 times value, but when you can put him in at your captain spot, say he gets 90 fantasy points or 80 fantasy points, man, you're sitting pretty. And then you just put guys like Pope in, and other Boston guys, I would probably put LeBron James or Anthony Davis in the captain spot. Now let's get some lineups for you. Here's a couple of DraftKings lineups for the one game. See, now it's putting Boston guys in. So let me do about 10 lineups for you. You can pause and fast forward the video. They have Tatum in the captain spot sometimes, but mostly they're going to have LeBron James in the captain spot. He's only 18-3. Then you just put somebody like Cantor in. And look, Marcus Smart, 5'6". Marcus Smart can easily get you 45 fantasy points for 5'6". Jaylen Brown's pretty damn expensive. I don't know why he's 8'8". Some guys are priced very out of whack, and it must be some kind of program. Like Gordon Hayward is in there. Now let's go over the FanDuel lineups of the day. All right, here's a nice little lineup. This is for the 6-game slate. Let's do the 3-game slate first. Here's the early 4. Well, it's a 4-game slate, but it's at 3 p.m. Eastern. So it's 12 in the afternoon. If you're in LA or California or somewhere around there. So here's some of the early lineups. We'll get you that, and then we'll get you the later lineups. So you can just, I bulleted Harden because I could take Harden out and see a couple lineups without Harden. But, I mean, see, he pops right back in, and you can easily fit a guy like Harden in, who everybody's going to have in their lineup. Because you need to have these top superstars in your lineup, because most likely superstars are going to have great games every time when it comes to a computer simulation. They're just programmed better than the other guys, and they're just going to be priced that way. They are going to give you a high total every time, without a doubt. So you're probably going to want to put one of them guys in. Like here's AD. He's part of the late slate. So we have Lakers in here too. And then, they are just, generating nice little solid lineups for the night one. I don't see any big superstars. Well, there's Simmons. He's 9-1. All right, there's AD and Simmons together. That's a pretty good combo. You're just going to have to go through these lineups and just see how, like, there's Blake Griffin. He's only 5'3". They say he has no chance to get 45-plus fantasy points, but let's test that out. I think he might be able to. 0% chance might still mean something. I don't know. So here's a lot of there. You have the Greek Freak. He's also available. So Greek and Anthony Davis together, and then you can put people like Fox, Herter. They have Burks. Burks 5'5". I guess he's a bench guy that's going to do that. And he's the same price as Blake Griffin, who's a starter. You're going to have to, sift through the madness here. All right. Soul Fantasy Show. Soul Fan Show.